with you with maybe Etude, because last time I didn't listen to it, right? Did you turn on iPad?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Etude number 2. Number 2. Okay. Bit faster, and read your wrist towards the next phrase. 5, 6. Don't stay and open your hands later. Okay. You're doing great, but you're a little bit exaggerating. You're moving your elbow. Just a wrist. Save your energy. Don't go too much, too extensive. But listen to a good legato sound. Good legato. Let's do it again, honey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now crescendo louder. Happy. Interval 7. Very good job. Lift a little bit sooner. And last note, because it's the last note of the phrase, a little bit, make it softer. Finish up. Finish right?
Just last note.
Just last note, yeah. You're kind of stretching too much and too soon. And then open. Look, your hand is closed at first, and then you open to reach. 30. That's a little too much moving. That's good. Very good job. All right, let's finish with this book. Here's our 2A. Okay, let's try menu. Let me roll up a little bit your sleeves. So they are not on your wrist. Okay. About long bow here. Let's come and bow, and we finish our dance now. Let's try it like that. Let's go and bow, and we finish our dance now. That's very good. That was very good. A little bit, when you have those lifts, you're exaggerating. You're kind of short in the second note. It's just tiny need this connection to just to help your hand to relax and dip in here. Do, do, ti, do. It's almost legato, so don't jump. Let's try one more time and make it. Remember, it's very graceful. Let's put your feet closer together. Relax. Do, 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 ti. Do, do, ti. Don't go down, up. Go toward the next note. Do, 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 ti. Toward. Do, do, ti. Do, do, ti. Toward next. Do, do, ti. Do, do, ti. Do, do, ti. Do, do, ti. Tom, that's still. You know, Jerry, I need you when you're playing these three notes. You have a very long note in the right hand, right? So
Right.
while you're holding it, you prepare your eyes for this note, because otherwise you have a huge break right here. One, prepare, tom, da-da-dee-da-dee. Yes? Can we
Yes.
start maybe from this measure? 1, 2, 3. Let's hear. 1, 2, 1, 2. Prepare. Oh, that was even too soon. But you got the idea. 2, 3, 1. Do, do, ti, do, dom, bom, dom, do, do, ti, do, dom, bom, do, go, and bow. And we'll finish our dance now. Nice job. Excellent. You just review this piece. Review. R is for review. And we'll go take it lower. Maybe we'll need to record it someday, but you are doing great. Let's go.
Why do we need to take it lower?
So it's just review. It's just to remember, not to forget. You don't have to practice it. Just play it once or twice at home. Remember what we talked about, right? But let's now work on Fantasia. Forte, forte, can you do a little smoother? Here we come together. Wait, that was too harsh. Ta, ta, ta. From the beginning. That's a bit too harsh. But this is the lower A, right? Oh, this finger, but you did a great job with Fantasia. Did you think what we talked a little bit with you last time about fantasies and dreams, right? What do you imagine here? Going to the stars? Because we put a sticker with a
Yes.
star. Yes.
I think
Very
this
good.
is quite like a rock that goes down to earth.
Okay. So this we can imagine taking off the earth on a rocket and then coming back gently.
I think this is the air
is what?
Alien.
Alien?
Alien rocket ship.
Okay, let's try one more time. You did a great job. Just a little more direction. Where you going? Longer this note, but otherwise you didn't great. Why don't you try to memorize it, or you already have it memorized? You probably need a little work to memorize it, but you did it great.
What memorize? Go see it?
Yeah, playing, memorizing means playing without looking.
I think I can do it.
You think you already can do it? Maybe we'll try next time, okay? Sonatina. Let's work on Sonatina now. Can you open it, please?
Sonatina.
I think it's easy. Yeah? Okay. We don't play this measure, remember? Second time we go da-dum, ba-dum, bum. Second time we go here. Second. Go ahead. Can we start from here? Da-dum. Yes. Good. does this chord sound like that? Yes. Good. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there is a big difference between singing quietly or whispering. You know what whispering is?
Whispering like
So, if you whisper to me or I whisper to you, your mom will not know what we are talking about. But we want her to know, right?
Yeah.
So, we're gonna speak normally, quietly. We are not screaming, right? But we still want to speak very clearly so she can hear us. So when you start playing Sonatina, you are playing so quietly that it almost sounds like whispering. We want to sing here. And even more. Let's try like that. And we'll see if your mom can hear every single note. Now it sounds a little bit ta 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 ta. A little harsh. Don't force, don't push anything. The keys of the piano are quite light. Oops. Now quietly but clearly. Is it a part of Sonatina?
No.
So you shouldn't do that. Here, big gesture, and then quietly.
Yes. So
No, you don't have to go that far. It's just very actively finish the sound and then quietly put your hands down because you don't want it to be as included in Sonatina, right?
Yeah.
But good job, When you played first time and it was so quiet, a lot of notes didn't sound together. But now when you sounded it out, everything went together, so I didn't even have to stop you. And it was really good. So you continue working on it with full tone. Okay, so remember that everyone has to hear you, but make sure you don't force or push the sounds. Because if you go like that will not be a beautiful tone, right?
Right.
We want every sound, no matter how loud it is, to be beautiful, deep, rich, juicy. Yeah, like juicy like an apple or peach. Yum. Yes. Because if the apple hard like that, will we want to eat it?
No.
No, of course not. Okay. Nice job. Let's pick another piece from it. Actually, let's do some etudes with you.
Is this it?
This is an etude, yes. Would you like to try?
I will see. I can try. Is it this?
This is fine. Let's use your stickers that you gave to me. And I love this color. There we go. All right. So, when you look at this etude, you can tell me right away what key it's written in.
Okay.
Okay. Which one? The one that has F sharp. So, do you remember?
This is the F.
This is the F, right? There will be a couple Fs.
Yes.
But what is the key it's written? Or in other words, what is the scale that has F sharp?
It's F major.
No, sweetie. F major cannot have F sharp. Because F is this note. F sharp is this note.
F flat.
No, this is F sharp. So which scale has one sharp? F sharp.
G.
G
Scale.
major.
Scale.
G major. So G major has this F sharp, right?
Right.
And whenever we see a sharp, right here and here, we'll play it. Right? We will not play F. Because imagine we play G major scale with no F sharp. It will sound really weird and not
Yes.
beautiful. Okay.
It's just, the sharp is just on this line. Why can it be on this line? Can the sharp be on this line?
It's just like composers wanted to write it. So everyone recognizes it. It's just how music is written. If we see this sharp, we know that all the other Fs will be sharp.
This.
And this and this. Yes, all of them. Absolutely. Let's try to play with your right hand. So, these are 16th notes. We will say watermelon, grape, and then rest. Watermelon, grape, rest. Okay?
Okay.
Let's try. Do you like watermelon?
Yes.
Do you like grape?
Yes.
Yes? Good. Then we'll have very yummy etude with you. Now, relax your hand. Okay, prepare. Ta, ta, ti, ta. Relax. Ta, ra, ri, ra. Grape. Now we go. Ta, ti, ta, tum. Connect. And then we have, one second. Do we have F or F sharp? And it's yes. And then it starts like from the beginning. No, it will be 1, 3, 4. Good. When you practice at home, to notice that all these notes are under one slur. So we'll play them on the same movement. And then now, it's not the first time, but we didn't play two of these big 3 notes chords, right? But this etude has most of them. Just 2 last measures have 2 intervals. But these are chords. We call chords when we have at least 3 notes when they sound together. When we have 2 notes, we call it an interval. Right? But when we have 3 notes, or 4 notes, or 5 notes, or 6 notes, or 7 or 8, or as many, we call
I cannot play 8 notes together.
We can play only with 2 hands because we have only 5 fingers, right?
Like
but
this.
I can play 5 notes. Look. Big chord.
You play 6 notes?
Not with one. Oh, actually, I can. Look, if I use my thumb and play 2 notes together, now I'm playing 6 notes together.
Like just
1,
these.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Or just 2 hands.
Yes. But your hand will grow and you'll be able to play big chords. But for now, we have only these 3 notes, and it will be good to practice them.
2 hands just like this.
Yes, that sounds like a chord because it has 1, 2, 3, 4 notes, right? But each hand plays an interval, right? 2 notes and 2 notes. Good. So let's try left hand. This will be G major chord. G major chord is when we take first, third, and 5th note of G major scale and play them together. Yes. And for that, it will be better to use 5, 3, and 1. Yes. And make sure you don't collapse the fingers. Let's check. Your 5th finger sometimes goes like this. So make sure you line up here. Good. It still goes a little bit. It's okay. It's not a big problem. Sometimes it happens because the wrist goes a little bit. Yes, that's too much of the elbow. You know, it will be easier to practice. Maybe you can practice at home yourself just to play your 5th finger and to feel that. Oh, you know, I know why it happens, because you're pushing it down. Don't push. Look, I'll play with my 5th finger. Look. See, I'm not pushing it down. But if I start pushing, see what happens with my finger? It starts collapsing in all the joints. Yeah. 5th finger is always closer to the black keys, and now it doesn't go nice. Don't push. Just hold the key.
I can push. Just go down. Yeah. Now, you know what? Let's try with you to find in what position of your hand your joint doesn't go this way. So you play 5th finger and try to move your hand different ways to see. Don't keep your other fingers open and stretched. Go around 5th. Yes. Okay, let's see if you found that way so your finger doesn't collapse, okay? Nice. Don't curl it, sweetie. You don't need to curl it. So you know what? Sometimes if if you notice that, what you can do, you can, with your other hand, to push a little bit this joint out. Let's see if you can do that. See, this one. Keep holding fifth finger down. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit of a habit. I think, well, as long as you don't push it too much down. See, when I do that, we have a knuckle here. Yeah. So your joint goes in and out. My joints don't, for example, I can't do that. My joint will not go in, no matter how much I want. But you, we call it double jointed. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll keep awareness on this. It's not a big deal. Just make sure you don't push too much. You align your wrist well. And sometimes when you feel your finger wants to go this way, you kind of push with your other hand. Push it a little bit out. Anyway, that was a little bit. The right hand does much better. That's why I didn't even notice it. Because your right hand does perfectly fine. I've noticed on the video because, what?
Why do you know your video?
When I watched your video, when, we record the lesson on iPad, right? And I watch it again because I really like our lessons.
And this part because it is.
And I can see that finger really, really well. Yeah. So I'd like your mom to show you too that part when your finger goes like that a little bit. But I'm sure we'll find solutions when it will do as good as right hand finger. Yes, very nice. So the most important conditions, first of all, not to force, not to push on the finger, just feel your natural weight and really align. Put it close to the black keys and really align your wrist so it doesn't go this way. If it goes this way, all kind of collapsing will happen. And maybe just play a little scale or a few notes with finger number 5. 5. See, your wrist is like that right now. Yes. Okay, good job. Let's try with you these chords again. Yeah, you can give a little bit more weight to your fingers. Relax. And then the bottom note will stay the same, but 2 upper fingers will go a little bit farther. Both fingers will go a little bit farther. Good. And then 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, and this will be a big one. Yes. And then we return to G major chord. 1, 3, 5, Jerry. G major. It means we started on G and playing 1st, 3rd, and 5th note. Good job. Rest. Rest. Move both fingers. 1 and 2. Good. Don't push anything. Interval second, right?
But
with 1 and 2. Good. Do, and G major again. And for G major chord, we always use 3, 1, 3, and 5. 5, 3, and 1. Yes, relax. Excellent job. Now, in this etude, you mentioned you want to learn both of them. In this etude, right hand will play chords. And this will not be in G major. Our main chord will be which one? We have no sharps or flats. So what scale or what key is that? That has no sharps or flats. C major. So without looking in the music, can you play for me C major chord? Don't look in music. Think of C major scale. And now play first, third, and fifth note of it. And this is C major chord. Excuse me.
And
But this will be right here, right? Mhm.
right.
2, 3 notes. It's a chord. Rest. Now we'll prepare 5 and 4. 5 and 4. And the thumb will go below middle C. Yes. And then we'll move here. The interval second will be on the bottom of the chord. Good. Don't collapse fingers. And good job. Excellent. Do you know there are some stories that are really exciting and some of them are a little boring? So that's about a little boy like you that has to read a boring story. So the boy goes sit down on the couch and starts reading the story and starts getting bored. Oh, I need to read it again. I'm tired of this story. I don't want to read it anymore. But then mom is coming and saying, Jerry, you need to read it again. And Jerry says, no, I don't want to read it. And then Jerry sits down and reads it again. And he finishes the story. Isn't it fun?
Yes.
Now, I told you my story, but you can think of yours, and maybe it's not you, maybe it's someone else. Maybe it's not your mom, but maybe it's a teacher. So, I'd like you to try to sight read it, to learn it hands separately or together, whatever you want. It should be easy for you. The notes are really easy. Boring tail. Hands separately or hands together? Yes, sweetheart. What did you want to ask? You forgot? Okay. Good job, dear.
Why is there so many stickers?